Good morning, everybody, and merry day after Christmas, everyone. This is Brittany at Big Cat Rescue here in Tampa, Florida. Just giving you guys a minute to share this, tag each other, alert everybody that we're live. I hope you guys all had a wonderful, relaxing Christmas. There's a lot of mallards out here today. Lots of chatter going on. I was hoping we would see a tiger over here, but we do not. And Dutchess is still in her roof section after feeding, so we'll have to walk up and see her. But I did think it was really funny to see all of her toys floating in the water like that. They're like perfectly in a row. It looks like something you'd see at Epcot. It's warm enough to swim. Already feels very humid so far this morning. Jasmine calling in the background. You can see Christmas was a hit here. Hi, honey. This is the Dutchess. Oh, let me check my Wi-Fi settings. I'm seeing it's not playing nice. Alright, bear with me, guys. Alright, hopefully that's better. Hopefully that's better. You just whacked that plant with your tail. So silly. Well, good morning, everybody. Thank you guys for sharing this and spending your Sunday morning. We're just gonna do a little walkabout, see how everybody's holiday was. Mine was great. It just wasn't long enough. It's the first message I sent my husband this morning is I wish we'd had a longer holiday weekend together. We got like a day and a half. He's currently training for a marathon, so he leaves for like 6 hours at a time to just run, which is crazy talk in my opinion, but good for him and anyone else who does that. He's 2 weeks away, so we're really in the seriousness of it now. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff done around the house though. Stuff, yeah. And Afton and I finished getting all the rest of the trees out to the cats on Thursday. That was just Servie, Ariel, and King Tut, all of which did not really do much of anything while we were there. But we also gave them out to the 5 rehabs, and so Summer was not impressed with hers, at least not in the beginning. I'm not sure if anybody got footage from her Nest camera. And then Autumn loved hers. That cat just loves to play. So again, Dutchess is just in her roof section of her enclosure this morning because she has a water bowl that's out there in the open air section that has to get cleaned before they can let her out there. And we just wrapped up on all of the feeding here. So next will be the cleaning, and she's gonna wait patiently by that door till somebody can let her out there. I don't know if we'll get a Priya. Let's see if she's still out in her sunshine spot. She's not in this den yet. So a really big thank you to everybody who's sharing this and helping out in the comments. It really does help me a lot. I can just kind of wander around and talk to the cats and not have to really worry about anybody having questions that doesn't get answered, and that's a huge relief to me when you guys are here for me like that, so thank you. Yep, she's out in her sunshine. She never really did go back to her Christmas tree, but if you guys missed it, she certainly loved her birthday enrichment. That used to be a birthday cake. She's just over here in the sunshine. Can't blame her at all. It's nice and warm. Right behind some elephant ears. There we go. And I did see Lisa this morning, so I'm guessing there will be a singing Sunday around 2 o'clock with her and Carol. Just a snoozing. Priya has an 1.5 acre enclosure that has access to the lake. It's actually where we started this live, as her other half. And then Dutchess has the other half of that. I love showing different angles like this, because just look how amazing her camouflage is. Hi, Priya. She's like, I hear people. I hear the people. Priya! Priya! I'm right here! Standing in the shadow of a tree, though. Priya's! Oh, hi! Oh, hi, honey! Oh, there we go. Gotta switch sides occasionally. So silly. So both of these girls, Priya here and Dutchess, who we already saw, have access to swim in the lake, and they are on a 24/7 camera. Actually, Priya has 2, because she does have this Nest camera right here. Morning! And occasionally you will see her pass by this camera. Usually it's just kind of walking to and from, but she's all the way over there still. That is her new morning spot. And you guys can find all those cameras at bigcatcams.com. So the cleaners are coming out. That's Sarah C. And that means sooner than later, Dutchess will have access to her whole enclosure, because they will have cleaned her water bowl. Barbara Ann. Good morning. Let's go out this gate over here. One more Dutchess. One more Dutchess, Jeff. Let's go see some of the smaller cats. Assuming I can get out this gate. So I went into the gift shop this morning to put some cards in there that I'm sending out with some things for a couple of people, and the alarm went off and scared the holy bejesus out of me. That is one way to wake up on any morning. It was so loud. And poor Erin, she's like, I turned it off from my phone. Well, apparently it didn't work. It was very scary. So I'm awake now. Morning! Let's go see what Servie's doing. For anyone who was curious, we had put Servie, when she came home from funcation last week, we had put her on the opposite side of the enclosure from where she usually is. And they built her a little ramp, or it's more like a little bridge, so that she doesn't have to go the overhead tunnels, because she is 21, almost 22. And she has no problem going back and forth. I don't think she messed with her Christmas tree though. Jasmine again. She's been coming a lot lately. Servie's Christmas tree. And Jasmine. Always wanting to know what Klee is doing. Let's see if there is a Servie. She's been hanging out in this den, which of course she is not there right now. Oh no, she's probably in the big den then. Okay. I see you, Servie. You're just trying to play games. She does like this really big den back here. She could be anywhere. That's the fun part, is the enclosures are big enough you really have to search for them usually. Okay, well, no Servie. Oh, there she is! Hi, honey. Here you are. This is our beautiful Servie girl. Oh, beautiful Servie girl. Servie found herself in the 5 Leaf sponsored cats in November. If you guys want to sponsor our beautiful Servie, you can do that at bigcatrescue.biz. Yeah, I thought I mentioned that. That is Jasmine calling. That's who I zoomed in on. She is very loud this week. Very, very loud this week. Hi, Servie Worbies. So pretty. So pretty. We are gearing up to celebrate all of our January birthdays. We only have one rescue anniversary in January, which is Miss Nala. But we have 22 cats to celebrate in January, so I will be doing my best on the days that I'm here to feature those cats. And we're also going to be handing out enrichment to many of the birthday cats. Of course, quite a few of them are not gonna play or interact with it in front of us, but we're at least going to make sure that everybody gets something. Cousin wants everyone's attention today. And so speaking of an anniversary, we have an anniversary cat today. We just haven't gotten to him yet. But we have Loki. So we're gonna go try to see Mr. Loki. Loki is a hybrid that was given up on Christmas. Jamie and Victor happened to be driving back from Texas visiting family and got a call from Chris Poole. You guys probably know him as Catman Chris or Colin Marmalade. There's a Tutters in his sunshine. Tut's also a hybrid. Different than the one we're talking about with Loki, but same kind of story. People want these exotic looking cats, and typically they are just too wild to keep in your house, and they're riddled with health issues and have all kinds of things that make them very, very difficult for the average person to have. There's Tutters enjoying his sunshine. It's gonna be a warm one, so everybody's soaking up the sun now, so at the hottest part of the day they can go in the shade. And basically Loki pretty much just always hid under a bed, and the couple just for life circumstances couldn't just not have him anymore. And most shelters won't take in hybrid cats because again they can be too aggressive. They know they don't make good pets. So it can be a really tricky situation for cats that are born into the... Oh, it looks like Loki did take off his ornament. That's good. So there was a little bit of playing at some point. Let's see if we can find him. He's very sneaky. If we'd put a bed out here in his enclosure, he'd probably always be under it. He doesn't do it with his Kewlona bed, but let's see. So luckily it was like all the things aligned in the best way possible for Loki, and he ended up here. We did actually take him inside the kitten cabana for several months, wondering if maybe he just had the wrong dynamic of ownership, or would he like to be inside? And the answer was not really. He did okay. There he is. He did all right, but he really does like being outside. Hi, Lokesters. Hi, handsome boy. Hi, handsome boy. So today is Loki's rescue anniversary. He's been here a couple of years now. He really fluffed up here once he started living outside. He was a lot like skinnier in his early photos. And for somebody who's actually a very picky eater, he's clearly been eating pretty well. His fur gets super thick when he's outside too. Mr. Loki. I'm very fond of the hybrids, especially the very shy ones. Right? There's just something about you we just haven't figured out yet, right? But he's a lot more sociable with a couple of other people. But for the most part, he's just very elusive. Right? Where's your Sarah C? She's here today. Is that your girl? Sarah pours a lot of time into Loki. It was very sad when Loki went inside because Sarah wasn't able to care for him, and really those two are pretty close. So now that he's back outside, he gets his Sarah back. Right? It's very exciting. I'm currently on my own endeavor at home where we have had a feral neighborhood cat for over a year now that we see him off and on, and he, to me, looks like he needs some medical care, and I'm positive he's not anybody's cat. I think he eats pretty well in the neighborhood because there's quite a few other people that have outdoor cats, but he's kind of the bully, he's kind of the battle cat. He's definitely not fixed, and so I have decided exactly 5 days ago that I am going to befriend him, catch him, get him medical care, get him fixed, release him back onto our property, and continue feeding him, hopefully. So that's I'm telling the universe that that's what needs to happen, because I just think he's got some eye issues. He kind of looks like he's limping a little bit. He slinks around a little bit. He like walks a handful of feet and then lays down. He's itching a lot. I think there's just a lot that needs addressed. So I'm about 3 days into seeing him every single day and him actually eating some of the food that I'm putting down. So I'm talking back and forth with Chris now, actually. So we'll see what happens, right, Lokesters? Yeah. Yeah, my husband named him Colonel Mustard. I call him Mijor. He looks like an Aristocat to me. Anyway. All right, Bob. Did I ruin your day enough? It's like, yes, it's ruined. It's ruined. But I love you so much and you're a cute little chinny. So I have a live trap that I picked up from Chris the other day, and actually Bethany from here gave me another one. I'm just a little worried that the one she gave me is too small for him. He's kind of a chunk. So the one Chris gave me is a little bit bigger, and right now the trap is just sitting out there, not set, right next to where I've been putting his food and water. I'm only 3 days in though, and I really don't want to rush it. Well, that's exciting. Ariel definitely squashed her tree. It was definitely sitting upright and fully decorated, and now it's not. So that's fantastic. Let's see who else is around. But yeah, it escalated quickly because basically one night I was like, hey Mark, I think I want to start trying to feed that cat, see if it'll let me get close to it. There's Dryden. And he was like, really? And I was like, yeah. He's like, yeah, but will it upset all the neighbors that are feeding like their own cats? And I was like, well, I mean, if he's got a full belly, maybe he'll stop trying to pick fights with the other cats in the neighborhood. And as soon as he was like, oh, okay, yeah, let's try. And then the next day we saw him and his eye looked really kind of weird. And I was like, okay, I think he needs medical help. And then Mark's like, yes, let's do this. He like immediately went to the store and bought like beds and food and all the things. So I went from 0 to 60 like real quick. So I'm gonna try to be patient because part of the rehabber in me is like, I'm just gonna literally net him. But I think I need to give it a little more time, earn his trust a little bit more. He did meow at me for the first time 2 days ago. Basically, I've developed a call that I'm calling him every time so he knows that it's me and that I look right at him and that it's for him. And 2 days into me feeding him, he was giving me little meows back. He still won't approach me though, like at all. And if I linger too long, he straight turns around and walks the other way. So I'm just gonna have to be patient. That was Dryden. I don't see a Kewlona out. Is there a Kewlona home? Nope. Oh, there she is. Oh, hi, Kewlona. cute girl. Look at that sweetie pie. Look at that sweetie pie. That's a lot of blinks you're doing. That is a lot of blinks. Slinking away. I think that Nabisco and, oh, she's jumping up there now. Nabisco and Flint are still separate from breakfast. You know who we didn't get to see that I would like to see from last week was Sioux. We saw Lakota, but we never got eyes on Sioux. Sioux is so cute. Since we're talking about a shy feral cat, I figure let's try to see some of these shy cats. Oh, you're right there. You're in the shadow. Hi, cutie. Hi. Hi, cute girl. This is Sioux. This is Sioux. I can hide behind this fern. I can hide behind this fern. I have a squirrel throwing things from above. There's squirrels throwing stuff at us. And for anyone who has followed some of my rehab journeys, on Thursday, Hocus, my rehab squirrel, came back to the house. He hadn't been seen since mid-October, and I figured, well, it's getting colder. He's finally really hit like maturity, like he's probably off doing squirrel things. Kind of started trying to accept that I might not ever see him again. And then Mark went home, or actually no, Mark was just home all day Thursday, and he was like doing things out in the yard, and he mowed an area of the yard, and just turns around and Hocus is right there and climbs his leg, wants treats. So I thought, oh, he's gonna be gone by the time I got home. Nope, he was still on our front porch when I got home. So I got to see the boy, and then he actually spent Christmas morning with us as well, even with Colonel Mustard around. They seemed to have an okay dynamic, because I kind of panicked about that. I was like, oh no, my squirrel came back right at the time that I'm trying to like help this feral cat and earn his trust and keep him around. And Mark's like, yeah, but they've been cohabitating for a year now, like, because the cat's been there this whole time, just on and off, and Hocus was there as well. So like, it's fine, everything's fine. We're just building our own little funny farm. Right? You're doing very good at hiding from me. You're doing so good at hiding from me. So darn cute. So darn cute. Well, if we're on the shy kitties, let's go try to see if Philmo is around. Philmo's gonna have a special guest here soon. Excited. We have, he used to be an intern, and then he was here as a volunteer, and he was able to come back and forth from the UK a lot. And then of course the pandemic hit, and unfortunately travel had been completely shut down and restricted, and he is finally due to hopefully be able to make it back over here in the next week. And he was the only person that Philmo showed any interest in when he first arrived. And so it'll be interesting to see if he remembers him, because he spent a lot of time out here with Philmo. Of course, then we lucked out because he also ended up liking Jordan, but now he has started snubbing Jordan, and I've been through that. Gilligan has done that to me before, where he's all about me and then all of a sudden he just won't come over for anything. So, there's a Philmo. Philmo's been hanging out on his platform a lot. Hi, buddy. Hi, cutie. What you doing? Are you choosing that now instead of going up your tree? This is Philmo. They built that new ledge for Philmo up there in his tree, and he just has not been interested in it. He's like, don't fix what's not broken. He liked it. It made us all nervous to see him up there on it. What you doing, buddy? What you doing? Mr. Philmo. He has a very reserved rattlesnake tail going on today. Unlike Ariel's, she just lets loose. Who lets that tail loose? What you doing, bub? Yes, they are masters of, if I close my eyes or I squint or I look away from you, you can't see me. Is that really what's happening? Well, for anyone who is looking to sponsor a cat before the year is over, this week is the week to do it. And you guys can find that at bigcatrescue.biz. Really, any cat here deserves to have an additional sponsor. It doesn't even matter who it is. They all deserve to have over 100 people supporting each and every one of them. And you guys have gotten us almost halfway to that goal with most of the cats. So I can't thank you guys enough for doing that. Hopefully next year, I think I'm gonna ask Lauren for a list on cats that don't have any of the larger donors, because if you've ever noticed around property, there are really large photo signs on a lot of the enclosures. And those are signs that you get when you have a larger donorship or sponsorship for the cats. And there are a few that don't have any pictures on their cage. That's just not cool, especially for somebody who loves seeing her photos up on giant giant boards on their enclosures. So this week I will be trying to do a live on Monday and then Wednesday and Thursday again. I will be probably volunteering. I'm doing meds again on Tuesday morning and then probably feeding and cleaning. So probably no live on Tuesday. It'll all be weather permitting, of course. This is such an interesting week, the week after Christmas and before New Year's. It's one of those weeks of reflection and trying to find new motivations. And he's like, you've been here too long. And setting goals for the new year. So I'm hoping to have some really good, positive lives with you guys this week. All right, cutie pie, we're going. We're going. I spent too much time. I didn't see Shiloh. Usually this time of day, he's tucked into something cozy. He's a little less shy than Philmo, but I know we don't always get to see him. Oh, there he is. That's a good spot. So I'm just gonna leave you guys with this nice little zen moment with Shiloh Bobcat in the sunshine, taking a bath. Hi, sweet boy. Hi, sweet boy. Look at that bobcat tail. Oh, nothing like a siren to ruin a zen moment. That's what happens when we're so close to all this new development. Oh, cute boy. That's a very cozy spot right there. That is such a cozy spot. He blends in so well. Well, thank you guys again for joining me today. I can't thank you guys enough for everybody who joins in and interacts with each other and helps out here on our lives, also on our Instagram. You guys are priceless to me. So hope you guys have a great rest of your day and kick off the last week of the year, last work week for a lot of people, with a positive mind and a grateful heart. And I will see you guys again soon.